And we begin with Hunter Biden being in Ireland with his father, President Joe Biden. And we explained this yesterday. It was pretty shocking to see Hunter Biden under serious investigation get off Air Force One and accompany his father around the country, Ireland, actually two countries there, for the week. And at first, I thought, boy, oh boy, is this in your face to the American public? You know, here we have a guy who's got serious problems, Hunter Biden, and he's taking a vacation at taxpayer expense because his father wanted him over there. But then it occurred to me that Hunter Biden is there for a very serious reason, because Jill Biden, the First Lady, is not there. And what is Jill Biden's job? To be at Joe Biden's side every second and to actually tell him where to go and what to do. The President of the United States needs a handler to tell him to do that. And that's why Hunter Biden is there. I'm going to prove it to you in a moment. So this is so strange. This trip to Ireland is so strange. First of all, last night, the President of the United States gives remarks to the Irish. Roll the tape.
The closing comment I make, you see this tie I have with a shamrock on it? This was given to me by one of these guys right here. Was a hell of a rugby player, and they beat the hell out of the black and tans. Oh, God. But it was when you were at Soldier Field, wasn't it, the game? Chicago.
Okay, so black and tans, no. What Mr. Biden meant was all blacks. Okay, that is the rugby team from New Zealand, and there was a game in 2016, all right, where the Irish team beat the All Blacks. So Mr. Biden says black and tans. Who were the black and tans? They were Catholic police officers during the Troubles who signed on with the Protestant constabulary. They call them constables over there, okay? And they were considered traitors by the IRA. Those are the black and tans. So Joe Biden doesn't know. He's there. And where's Soldier Field? In Chicago. Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, this may seem like it's small ball to you, all right? But it's not. All of our enemies are watching this, all of them. So then he won't hold a press conference, won't answer anybody's questions from the media, but he will talk to the kids, President Biden. Go.
My dog is doing well. His name is Commander. Yeah, what's your dog's name? Louie. Oh, right. Anyway, guys.
You're supposed to do the rope line, Dad.
I'm supposed to do the rope line?
Say hi to everybody.
All right.
There he is. Hunter Biden is supposed to do the rope line, Dad. The rope line. That's why he's there. This is tragic. All right. So, Xi in China, Putin, Iranian mullahs, they're watching this. You don't think they're going to test America in the next year? Because they don't know whether Biden's going to be around for 4 more after this. I doubt it. Things are going to unfold. And they're going to test us. They've already shot down or destroyed a drone over the Black Sea. The president said nothing. The balloon, the Chinese balloon, and another embarrassment for the USA. Macron goes to China and says to Xi, don't worry about us. We're not going to stick up for Taiwan. Macron never would have done that under Trump or even Obama. Never in a million years would he have done that. That's an insult to us. Look at, they're our ally, France. But, you know, if you want to go take Taiwan, France, and Europe, we're not going to get them. It's incredible. And Biden says nothing. He didn't say anything. And we have 2 Americans being held hostage in Russia right now. You got the Wall Street Journal reporter and the former Marine who was charged with spying or some stupid thing. What's Biden doing about that? Nothing. Would it take almost a year for Brittany Griner to be pulled out of there? And Putin is, whatever Putin wants to do, he does. I mean, it's just, and I'm not the kind of guy that just throws out criticism. If I'm president and they kidnap 2 American citizens, or 3 if you count Ms. Griner, I basically say to Putin, you got a week to think up a way to get them out of there, okay? And if you don't, no more commercial flights from the United States to Moscow. None. We're not going to let anybody fly out of here to you. And we're not going to accept any Russian flights. So you're going to be totally cut off commercially from the United States. And you can pack up your embassy, too, in Washington. All right? You've got to tell these people there are consequences for their behavior. Now, this was the topic yesterday on the Hannity radio program. We posted the whole thing, as we always do, on BillO'Reilly.com. I hope you check in with us every day. There's so much good stuff on BillO'Reilly.com. You don't have to be a member. We'll talk about that later. You can just access a lot of this stuff for free on BillO'Reilly.com. Anyway, I'm on a Hannity radio program, and here's how it goes. Roll it.
There's been no consequences, Bill. Bill, if I punched you in the face, you'd at least try to punch me back, right?
No, I kick you in the groin.
You wouldn't get there.
Okay, but I try. And
You try, exactly. You do something. You fight back. You wouldn't just take it.
yeah, so there's no downside for China to saber rattle, but there is a downside if they do the Taiwan thing, a big downside, because their economy will ground to a halt. And believe me, they know what's going on with Putin. They know this isn't working out real well for him. So I'm not convinced they're at the stage where they're going to launch any kind of offensive action against Taiwan. But here's another point I want to make. More people know about the Bud trans controversy, the Bud Light trans controversy, than know about the Chinese threat.
And that's true, okay, because the media in America does not report to you on this threat, this growing threat. When you have 3 sworn enemies to America, again, Putin, Xi, and the mullahs in Iran, and they know that the president is weak, and it's, you know, I say to people, I don't really know anyone at this point in my personal life who sticks up for Joe Biden. Certainly they don't around me. And it's not that I hate Biden. I was on WABC this morning with Sid Rosenberg, and I'll play a clip of that later. It has to do with New York City. But I said to Sid, hey, I don't hate Biden. I mean, I'm not viscerally trying to hurt him. Sid hates him. All right. Now, to me, he is the second worst president. I've said this. I don't want to be repetitive and boring, next to James Buchanan. If you do any research, you will see that James Buchanan led this country into the Civil War. You don't get worse than that. You can't. Unless there's a nuclear war or something that Biden leads us into, then he would obviously become the worst. But he's the second worst now because he doesn't try to solve any problems. All right, the border's as bad as it's been, 27 months. Violent crime getting worse. All right, gas prices going up again. Economy very, very shaky. Layoffs in the high-tech industry all over the place. What's he doing? He's over there in Ireland doing what? Doing what? Okay, it's a vacation. So, and I don't begrudge him the vacation if he would come back and do something, but he doesn't do anything. Every day we report to you his schedule. And 3 out of 5 days, he's got nothing on his schedule. I mean, this is a man who is incapable of doing the job. Look, in your life, you know people who are just incapable of doing jobs, that can't do them. That's where we are. So the people who want to re-elect Joe Biden or think he's doing a good job, they're either flat out moronic or their agenda is ideology above all. Because the left wing has Biden in their pocket and I want the left-wing government, I'm going to support Biden. There's only 2 reasons. So I don't know anybody in my personal life who sticks up for Biden. They hate Trump, some of them, and it's always justifying to vote for Biden by saying, well, Trump's worse. Okay. Whatever you want to think about that, you can think. I'm not going to try to persuade anybody about Donald Trump. He's there, you see him. You make your own call on him. But I will say that if you look at policy, there's no comparison. There's no comparison between what Trump did and what Biden is doing.